So our conversation tonight is the role of the FDA in combating unverified medicine and spiritual remedies on social media. We've seen it. The back to sender, the sobolo, the give it back to me, or do as I say, the give me momo, and all of these things. We've seen them. Are these products verified by the FDA? That is the conversation for tonight. So let me quickly come to Shanzi. You being a woman, have you come in contact with any of these products before? The do as I say, the love me forever, the tie me in a bottle. Have you come in contact with any of these?
In effect,
yes, I have.
Have you purchased any of these before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and did it work for you?
What did I even purchase? I want to remember. It's been a long time.
Was it anything related to a man or?
Yes, a man.
Okay.
I think it worked. It worked.
Okay. What did you buy? Oh, my dear.
Oh, you know me. I'm very real.
Yeah.
It worked.
What did you buy?
I bought. It was. Hey.
Tie me in a bottle.
It wasn't tie me. It
Do
was.
as I say.
It was pea sweetener.
Hey. Peas, okay.
Yeah, you get it. It was pea sweetener. Pea sweetener, and then I think, it was basically about that.
And enhancement of the...
Exactly.
Okay. But don't you think maybe at that point it was generally
But
sweet?
with that one, it's not really that spiritual. It's the
They are kaya matters, right?
Yeah, the herbs things. And yeah. You take them, you chew them, yeah.
And they made you understand that it makes the place sweet.
That's what they
and
said.
And that the man can't resist you.
That's what they said.
And so what prompted you to buy? What prompted you? Okay, I think I need
You
this.
know, at that time, I had friends that recommended those things to me. So I was like, okay, hey, and then that guy, I want to also try it.
Want to tie him down, make him useless.
Hey, the man, oh my God. But it didn't work though. I don't know if it was me but it worked.
Are you sure the person was just the person was actually having a real good time with you and not for the product?
I have a feeling that whatever I follow with my heart and my mind, it works out for me.
I think you need to go for Sika Gary then.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sika Gary cry. I'm a time glad that is number some could give you.
Ofa number ni na.
Before my friend, almost 4,000 cities that time, now 2019. I'm going 1,000 cities when it's that time. So I've purchased something like that before, but not the ones that they will say use it and then they will attract the men. I already had a man, so it was all about it was all about you getting something to pin him down.
I see.
You understand?
And did you pin him down?
He was overpinned.
And where is he now?
He's there.
So you still have him
But
pinned?
I don't like him anymore.
You still have him. Please go and release the man.
No, but how?
Go and release him.
But he's not chopping anymore.
But you say you don't like him and he's still pinned.
No.
He's not pinned. He's a free man now.
I don't understand how you understand what I'm saying. No, wait. He will get pinned. He will love. The thing will be sweet.
And he will want to be coming. He wants to be coming to you.
But now he's not coming to that thing anymore. Like, I'm not giving him that thing anymore. So
Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire.
Bonsem.
Oh my God. But it is sometimes it is good as a lady to get things like not the spiritual ones, but we have things, we have herbs, we have medicines that helps a lady out when you have those kind of oba wasie bie you have to get things to make the place good. What
have you been doing there? What have you been putting there? Yakubu abo.
Cristero.
Hey.
No, but do you know?
Cristero.
What do you say? What have you been doing there? And then on the show,
Bible say, "Mama must endure it and bind tree." Bible the kind.
Wait.
Oh, Bible is
Bible say,
"Mama must endure it, na must tree."
But you understand that one? Do you understand that statement?
It was no that tree.
Bible say, "Mama must endure tree."
Oba.
And yes, I
And then I would just say was and your bank and go pon ball.
And then
Obama was CBA and nothing now. Uchi and he drive was in a catchum.
Hey, no, but Crystal, do you know that?
No.
Just wait.
Oba so dia na kan go pon ball.
Yeah, but
What more dey was so ne wo dey.
No.
Was so ne wo dey.
Crystal, do you know that the body itself
no, just as a man has big D and all that,
Yes.
the lady too can have.
Do you know that the
why
body?
not keep
Do you
it?
know that the body suffers loss of elasticity, like at some parts of the body, because even the ear loop.
And today, as young
as you grow,
as young as
your
19,
ear loops-
18 years, and they are looking for Asen
Yeah,
country.
that's true.
because those
As
they
a-
are meeting are bigger men.
That's
Asen
true.
country, and that is what I'm talking about. Yo.
That's
18,
true.
19. Honestly, mama Asen
And the
country.
men too are roaming looking for things to be bigger.
You can say enlarge the enlargements.
So now what they do? This one is closing. This one is
It's
enlarging.
opening up. Alhamdulillah. Yes,
Yeah,
Amaba.
exactly. So what I was saying is that sometimes as a lady, you have to make sure that ehokoye. Said you be ya be ma ba ho no ma on so obe feel. Bible how be na se a me ma no betimi aka.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's an advice. True. Seriously. Bible ho a obi ne ho a mama ntimi.
Obi okuro me or sorry or tena ho no sorry a.
You can feel that. You understand?
body
So as
splash.
a woman, you have to make sure that that place goes very well. It's
Nice.
clean.
I
and
want
good.
to ask you,
Tastes good.
these things you bought now with D. What convinced you that they were safe for them to get into your stomach?
Exactly. That's my point. I don't even
Now I'm
know.
asking you.
I don't know.
To would D and a hawk catch me and then where me be my
Oh, baby, I didn't.
oh
baby.
Wow, baby ho.
Baby. Ain't me can't sir. Yeah, well, idea be.
You didn't know the content of these things.
I didn't know. I was very young, but then
You
know,
believed them.
I believed them. I took it. You understand?
How old
but
were you?
I'm not. But I'm
How
not.
old were you?
Please, I'm not going to put my age out there like that.
No, how old
But-
were you?
I was young.
You are still young.
I
So
was
how
young.
old
I
were
was
you?
younger
You're in like
than here,
teens.
like now.
She
in your
could
teens.
have probably been in her
not really
17s.
Early 20s.
Hey, 17, David.
17s, 18s.
Man, remember one time, sir.
Early 20s.
Chansey can lengthen the conversation at the mention
No,
of this
but
one.
no. Wait. Let me continue with this one. So what I'm saying is that I'd say I'm a movie fan.
Brahmans, let me come to you. So when you go on social media, I want us to look at all these products before we take a look at the role of FDA in this. When you go on social media and you see this, put it at the back of your ears. The man will come. Do this. The man.
Sometimes
will come.
they'll give you padlocks.
You know,
sometimes you have to use it to do soup and eat.
I remember when I was in a level 200. I was running a boutique. I had a boutique down here in Takrady. And so at the end of every month, I come down to take stock and all that. And I remember and normally I have a lot of female friends who come there. Most were through, customer and all of that. So they come there and there was a lady who came in there. He says, Mommy, how are you fading? And what packet kawa? Okay, and yet easy crowd. And all of us, we laughed. And she was like, oh, she has something to show us. She brought out a pot as big as this. She brought out beads. She brought out a mirror. She brought out padlock. She brought out whatever. This one, when you want to sleep with a man for him to give you money, bring out the beads, say whatever you want on it, after put it around your waist and go, and then anything you say the man will do. With the padlock, just mention his name and lock the padlock and go and throw it in the sea. With the mirror, stand in the mirror and say whatever you want. With the oil, a lot. And listen, I'm so glad that those times, none of these things moved me. I was like, okay, so, and then what will happen? I had a notion when you do that, the person will die. So it just didn't move me. I'm like, so maybe from my upbringing, maybe from the things maybe I'd heard back in school, people's experience, maybe these movies, you see the ladies go and do this and they later run mad and all that. So it scared me away from those things. Have you what comes to mind when you see these things all over social media?
Hetty, when I see these things, the first thing I say is, Lord of Jesus, and come with him. because it's all demonic, devilish. It doesn't matter how you package it, how you make it. A be. I mean, yeah. Say uko share be maybe a God fearing na. Obey you basa so we so you understand? That weakness can come. But at the end of the day, why would you even want to tie someone down for what? That's why I was looking at Shanzi.
For love. Hey,
For love.
Wait, now wait. I want to welcome him.
And they could see saying, nah, like it doesn't make any sense.
It makes.
That is why.
Not in our shoes.
That is why, as a man, you also need to be prayerful. At least, your standing spiritually should be proper. So that I before the bar around that, they won't get you. Because you see, it's not this is I just say makeup near DNA or the other me call me who girl be. I don't know, but I felt the girl had something. Because you when you cry, so we cry now. Maybe also some like and Emma cry more jideng like more jideng. Now why now wajina wama 2,000 now wajini sika now uvia what else like what next? At the end of the day, these things that you are doing, you are putting yourself under a spiritual covenant that you are not aware of. You realize that there will come a time you are no longer interested in those things. So then things are fighting you. Now won't see now also umami be and you are koye bibiao. I cannot bonny any sika pay by hearts internama or breno. And we've had these things. Sometimes you see manifestations and stuff, and then it's like, and I will call GBB. Personally, at a point, I had issues with beats. Ladies, somebody 2 or more ways. At a point, I had issues with it because I felt about beats be just wakoye beats ni bibi because of the stories. What
until
I came to understand,
that woke up beats I say mama kai I say girl lady be no onyem on any kunat na for something no kunu wiska enti onyem na awoka no na omoko hospital so omoko hospital no na you say beats ne guna say what say yet beats na esa mo intimi ye den na yet beats na be brand is onim girl no baby.
No, these are some of the stories that I have heard that it made me feel that kind of way about those things, until I came to understand that, I mean, from in Kuala Lumpur, from that young age, they used to check their weight or more, like that's what their mothers, were saying that, and also it helps them with shape or whatever be. But what would make you want to go and put something far from baby because you say it is charmed? Now they are too waste. So always we are the kosi obi baso. Why any obey you? We are winning zikan. You sold your soul to get that money, and at the end of the day, that money you obey whatever you've entered becomes a permanent thing. That so when anya adumi nebe toswa, it is going to follow you for the rest of your life. So that greed and lust for money and fame and power, whatever, that is what is driving all these ladies. And you see, the funny thing is, you see small girls, and it is not just these things. No, it's not just the girls who are doing it. Let me share my experience. Some years back, actually, almost like 7 years back, I was going home, and I sat in a taxi. Now, the taxi that I sat in, there were some 2 boys, namiti front, no muti, and it was a loading taxi, so. We were waiting for another person to come and join. So the driver wasn't in the car. I was sitting there, then the 2 boys. Now the boys were discussing something. I had earpiece, but there was no music playing.
You could hear.
And honestly, I had goosebumps. One of the boys was saying, wakwa kwaji bibi. Now that thing that wakwa kwaji no, or the aye nurse bi wo area anymore. Honestly, I knew that particular nurse they were talking about because mekwa unza or area no. And I'll describe the guy and say, oh, lady like or call lady no ha. Na say of fast na. The lady on any year your pebia. When he leaves, the lady has no idea that he even knows the boy. So at the end of the day, no, obiba namu hono, ya charming on so nim. And this boy was saying the things that he was doing with the girl and was showing the other person some video and stuff. Honestly, and these boys are not grown up, so. As at that time, I think they were in their teens, 15, 16s. lady no nurse I felt chills around me, and I was like, what is this world coming to? Because of sex, because of what's not yet
Greed, money.
what would make you, and I don't know where those boys are now, but entering into that covenant, that thing that you've gone to take, at the end of the day, do you know the repercussions? So when I see people justifying it, and the lady in that video that you were talking about, she was saying this has nothing to do with spirituality, whatever. See, that's what they all say. But do you know where that thing is going? What would make someone see you and not want to? I mean, we are in this world, bibi anye trust out. If it is white, there's definitely a black. If it is black, there's definitely a white. So our young ladies should advise themselves. That greed, that money, that man that you are chasing normally. Yes. See, it is bad enough that you're wrong. It is worse enough that you are doing the wrong thing, but you are enslaving yourself under a spiritual authority that you don't know.
Later, now so for na bre.
Make career so for background kasa.
Let me come to Cristero. Chris, you see these things on social media, and what comes to mind?
Hetty, I get worried.
Do you feel that men are no longer safe?
We are not, Mom.
Men have never been saved. Who said men have been saved?
But good Christian men are safe.
Yes, that is.
Like
if you
us,
stay true
we are
to
safe.
if you stay true to yourself,
It won't
you
work on
understand.
us.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So then, yes, some people are saved, but men generally have not. They have not been saved. Yes. If the likes of
Samson,
yes, if they were not saved,
then how much
because
more?
of women,
How much more?
hey,
No.
National security.
No.
Abraham we nanye safe. And I mean Abraham asini. So even Job when Job had everything, even he was not safe. Job,
There was richest man.
yes. I mean, the strongest man in this world was not safe. So men have never been safe. Men have never been safe. So if you ask me that question, that is what I would say. But when I see these things on social media, sometimes I sit back and I ask myself so many questions. And one question that I keep asking myself is, what are we looking for? You understand? And yes, money is good, but how are you getting it? Is it the fact that it doesn't matter how you come by it? Is it the case that it doesn't matter how you come by? Once you have gotten the money, you are okay. Damn the consequences that comes with it. The consequences that come with it, I must say. Is that where we are now? Is that the case? Is that what you are doing as a people? So, Hetty, for me, I get worried when I see some of these things on social media. The charm, the wine, and you ask that, but who gives these people the authority to go to do some of these things? And who checks these things?
Let's come to that conversation. So now we know that the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority is the one in charge of verifying everything we consume when it comes to processed, food, medicine, drinks, whatever. I know there's a channel where you send samples for testing, and once they realize, okay, everything or the content in there are safe for human consumption, they give you the pass or the green light for you to bring it out to the public. That is what I know. But we can see lots and lots of medicine, supplements, whatever, a lot on the market. Tea, slim potions, a lot on the market. People are consuming. People are actually losing their lives out of a lot of things, because of a lot of things they are consuming. And the question comes out like, is FDA aware of these? How do these things get to the public? Who is supposed to be in charge of because if you are able to walk into a supermarket, FDA has this ransack thing they do. I think getting to every Christmas or every festive season, they go to these supermarkets and bring down expired goods. They bring all of them down. I mean, they seize all of them. Some people even have their supermarkets running empty because most of the products have like a month to expire, 2 months or 3 months to expire, and they bring them down the shelf. Why can't they do this? To these shops selling these supplements, these herbal products. Why can't they do that? What is the FDA hiding? Are they not doing their work well? Is there something we don't know? For instance, if not for medical, if not for beyond control, we would not know that Fela McAfee's product is actually not FDA registered. We saw what came out. They confirmed that the products were not FDA registered, but these were on sale. And these were on sale for human consumption.
Young women
were buying and drinking their livers and uterus out. All in the name of I want to get flat tummy. All in the name of I want to tone my muscles. I want to this, risking their livers and kidney. FDA, can we blame you for the spike in renal issues in our country? Let me come to Shanzi. The role of FDA in combating this. We've seen people sell drugs, medicines, supplements, all forms of things on the market. Even when you go to these kaya matters, they are selling. The other time I saw a lady saying that they cook chicken in something, and when you eat, your inside will be sweet.
Yes.
I'm like, since when did chicken have to suffer to make somebody something sweet? Chicken.
All in the name of trying to pin men down.
All in the name of God.
I don't know
what's that God.
I don't know what God put in that pot. God created a pot and put something inside. All of us, ladies of these days, can testify that the pot is empty. We need to put something in the pot. Are you God? Shazi, let's look at the things people are consuming. We have a lot on the market. What is the role of FDA on this one?
So,
do you actually think they're doing their work?
I can't remember when Fela McAfee's issue came up. They said it was registered over there. I think they called her, and then at the end,
it wasn't
per their report.
It wasn't registered.
Per their Fela McAfee's reports, they said it was registered.
Really?
Yes.
I see.
And I mean, I'm wrong because per their reports, it's an NHS say on money on one sort because like it should be any hole.
Did they state that her products were registered?
Not them, but Fela McAfee in a team, reports on what they buy. Remember
FDA also saying that the products were not registered.
So, but what happened later? And then they could see saying now she's being like she's selling the whole thing, the whole product again. So it boils down to the fact that they are not doing what they are supposed to do as an entity.
Yeah. What
you say. That is why we have people selling all these kind of things. Kayamata, ebi you'll be a bit to try on honam near the ashemu. Na, I know to try on honam near the shemwa. You were the 1 year, you were the 2 years. You were the away I wash na pebe say. Chicken then they buy actually. So every campus are free amount for whom. You're the 2 years. Until I know never 1 2 years. Unless say you have you've had an abortion or BB. You were there, you beats mu, which I gave an example earlier. Made it so men's not 7 or so. And I were there, what the bay on Kwanye and also a cool more. Just why abortion was a BB answer. I say, and I said, so why would you so I don't know, something like that. You were there, we you see, I won't share condom. You were there, bet me, you see where you see condom. A whole lot of things, and people are getting them, people are buying them, and all that. So, Ubi San say, and Yama way in the Guabonte, now you walk. And Yama to say, do as I say, what the old nam croma be whom be brace says is honum, you can send maybe I'll be fa, and the other bay, you was spray, you was seminar, you can say, face powder. face powder the end crown. It's not the normal face powder that we use as girls. I had to say I'm some style be now the aye won't find when you kakrebi or semina be semina get to say war. There was so many things. So, it's funny. It's really funny. They have so many things. These people are selling them, and the young girls are buying them, believing that so who you see it's going to get these men. You are going to be attracted to these men. Sika semuntiana brand no mami sika the review beto on lady be the other time girl be posting the review about beto the man he used to give me Ghana's this sometimes 100 to 200, but since I use this your product he's been giving me dollars now. The girl see hey what's your say baby and sometimes
the nipani nisika
they are all hungry orphans
and
since the nipani nisika everybody nisika by the amount of dollars most men on person munye nimpa e wo ba nim nti se be ma ne wo ho a be ma bia ni ho ne oba wo na so do na on hwe ni yi ana so wosika nti se wo yo ba na se be ma no e wo bi na se oma wo a check yourself e bia be ma no empew.
That's why they go and take boosters
to boost
the love. Into and your own never be brain to what share some money now. Then you ask yourself, say, into way now no every 4 aja to muse a ya na say ya na ya ja to muse a ya use because people post them, people talk about them. Haja been to your hand or by when what the for switch here, when what the for her, when I cannot share a panel, I will pay Sikana, now the air honum. Your hand or yes, money now. But after oh yes, no, Yebisa say, what happened? Did we hear anything from Food and Drvgs Authority? Nothing. Yeah, and I say you're bashing no be our socialite, be our influencer. This is what you can do and all that. But we never had anything from these people. So what are you doing as an entity here in Ghana? More shares as an money in ano. It be a yard, papa. And I say about the son, your man almost say they be attracting men now. With those ones, no. What I want to know is that when every day can be sano. Ombe you see I say like a year Juman so ma approve because this is quite spiritual. What they are when be mani hua. What they was so also a spray. And you know, and no be you see be a say and on a year Juman. I said they will just ban it because I won't listen. No, this thing you are not supposed to sell them. You understand? And it's only money in ano. Say ye ma ye nia konwan kebeboa. Your products be wo mountain so I say one no more we fu ebetwe. And ti girls here o me fu so swing. Me dem ento da sa de dem dey make because won kofa fela makafu imagine ho no. E me ya advertisement say one more we fu betwe. Na fela makafu no nam ho no no ne fu na wa hin. Oniefu so akofo obi ti say bia obi anefu so da one no na fe de yehu so okay this is the changer that you could tell say okay this thing is effective and it works, but you go and bring someone like Haja Bintu who is already endowed with everything with the
who has already been to okay
and then you come and tell me that flat tummy tea waist trainers if you use them then amount for who ye usham obi ye mu and wa chimu say ya na ye wu dey be aso fu you say bom ani mo ani what you say just eat good, do the right exercises which I don't do but it can me yan ke be bwa me nkoto sanru no I won't go and buy them, but you will still get people to buy them and no na ye kan wasem and all these things so I want a side effect. Don't think that you're doing it and then when you get them, you are you. Today I read a story about a woman who spent all her life chilling, doing all sorts of things, trying to get these men using the kaya matters, using pomades and taking in pills and all that, just look good and get men. They say, can I ask my young girls and they say, we are banana siswa, we didn't have because I didn't know you expiring date at the age of 31, no man is even approaching her. And a biggest headache. This your person on them we are abortions, or person on them keke. A banner or focus your penny be that just because of person young, but or chan yama why no, and maybe I didn't want shimono. If you are son man a quetiano. So yeah, sure you who see na and maybe or why say when you be penna so be I be dana so too far. No wait.
Cristero, let me take your thoughts on this one too. FDA, what do you think can be done
so
about
generally,
these spiritual things people are selling?
FDA spiritual product falls out of their jurisdiction, unfortunately. Spiritual product falls out of their jurisdiction. So if you are going for a spiritual product, then you, the person, you have to be careful. You have your own life in your own hands. You have to be careful. FDA does not regulate products that are of spiritual use. So holy water and sacred water and all those.
But I'm sure those things will
ones,
also have people to take care of that, right?
Like
The spiritual side.
yes.
They also have people that take care of that.
I don't know about that, but what I know is that, you see, generally FDA, they ensure the safety, safety of products, and then good use of products. I mean, generally,
FDA will come in if it is something that's supposed to be ingested. If it's something that you take
into
whether it's spiritual or not, as long as it's something that you are taking into your body, they need to verify, even if it is water. If they verify and they see that it is just water and maybe salt and sugar and it's not going to harm your body, so they can approve it for you to use it.
Yes. And with everything that we are talking about here, I think that we have to find out from their camp. Maybe Hetty, you need to do this exercise for us.
Yeah.
We get to them and find out
their take on these spiritual things.
Especially if the product is spiritual. You understand? Like holy water and whatever water and blah blah blah. Those things, the sobulus and spiritual sobulu and those things. If they would have to actually verify or regulate it before anyone uses them, we need to get this education from them. But what I know is that FDA, when it comes to products that are for spiritual use, I'm sure what I know is that it doesn't fall under their jurisdiction. Maybe I stand to be corrected though, but that is what I know from their camp. But let's see. With all of these and other products, what happens if we have products out there, people advertising products that have not been verified by FDA, and FDA is not chasing them down? Then we should be worried as a country. Yes, we should be worried. If FDA if someone is boldly out there on social media or on TV advertising a product that has not been verified, that have not been regulated by FDA, then we should begin to ask questions.
Wow.
We should be worried.
We should.
Because you don't know which one. People are in traffic, they sell medicine. People are in car stations, they sell medicine.
Yeah.
And all of that. You ask yourself, and I wonder, sometimes I ask myself, why do people also patronize these things? A friend is saying, drug store, and I said, a friend.
Yeah.
Yes. Drugstore and they see who you are. Also, they build their own cohort. But what they came, then they come. I don't know, they stick a beer for home. They will be phone number be down. Who's the phone say, papa, saying, yeah, papa. Then, but some people also testify that, some of the products actually work magic for them. They do wonders for them. And so, yes, recommendation and they buy. But I get worried. I will tell you that you don't have to patronize some of these things. In fact, then you should be very careful.
Then you should be careful. Yes, indeed. Anything you consume, I think there's this saying, you are what you consume. Yes, so day in, day out, we are getting renal cases. And listen, it's never a cool one to have you on dialysis. We need you alive, we need you strong each and every time. So you should really be mindful of the things you consume. Consume what you know. I think that would put you on the safer side. So this is where we draw down the curtain for tonight's edition of The Big Plates. My name is Hetty. It's been a pleasure coming your way once again. We will do the same time next week.